Hello ladies, so today I'll be talking about the girls in My Hero Academia, because when most people talk favorite characters or good characters generally speaking, you'll typically get a lot of male responses, so I thought I'd single out every single male and just talk about the girls in this video, since they also need attention. So this list will be my top 5 obviously. I mean, there's no such thing as the top 5 from a non-subjective point of view unless we're talking power, but I'm not exactly going to focus on talking about their strength as heroes or whatever. So yeah, expect this list to not entirely agree with your top 5. Anyway, with that said, let's just talk about the gift that is women. Number 5, Toru Hagakure. So this girl is, as we all know, completely invisible. Well, her body is, so we can see her wearing clothes, but why I've actually decided to go with Toru in my top 5 is because despite being invisible and having no huge relevance to the plot so far, she does shine and she is very noticed by the watchers and the readers of the series. For instance, in the sports festival, it was made clear that Toru was in fact naked and she undressed for the greater good. I mean, to her it's probably not as much of a big deal, because at the end of the day no one can actually see her national treasures anyway, and as a bonus, she utilizes her quirk at the same time. Although it is true that the males in their class probably do encourage her to use this tactic, it doesn't change the fact that by doing it, she does increase her chances of bringing in better results than if she had not done it. Number 4. Kyoka Jiro. Earphone Jack girl, as I like to call her. Most people don't pay attention to her all that much because, much like Toru, she's not really that relevant compared to say Ochaco or even Suyo, but she's still a member of class 1A, so for me personally, she does stand out in her own way, even if it's not for the sake of plot. She likes to just mess around with Denki Kaminari a lot since he's easy to pick on. It's the little things that I notice in her really. Nothing huge has to unravel itself as long as the little things are to my liking. I mean, her quirk has potential as well. It could be very powerful if she uses it properly and in the right way, because for those who don't know the extent of her quirk, she can basically generate sound waves and things like that by inserting her ear jacks into the ground, the walls or other things in order to produce strong pulsating sound waves, which can even bring the house down, if you know what I mean. But yes, I feel like I'm just rambling at this point, but the reason she's on this list for me is actually because I just like her as a whole, you know, the way her quirk works and how her ears literally have earphone jacks coming out of them. It's so simple yet so great. Number 3, Mei Hatsume. This girl is perfectly lovable. You know, she has this really outgoing personality, and although we don't get to see much of her after the sports festival, her impact really did linger with me because she was the first one to ever make Ochaco feel jealous, even though Ochaco and Deku isn't even a thing, so I guess you could call it the first love rivalry that we've had. Even though Hatsume truly has no intention of falling for Deku, she mostly has served as a mean to make Ochaco more agitated by her existence, which is really nice to see, honestly. I mean, as I said, she's got a really great personality going for her, which is right up my alley. It's not like she catches the audience's attention in any other way, really. No, not really. She reminds me a little of Toga, except to her, it's all about the machines instead of killing and scruffing it up with Deku. Number 2, Ochaco Uraraka. Now people are going to be thinking, wait a minute, why is Ochaco number 2? Ochaco is best girl, yada yada yada. But while it's true that Ochaco is a really great character, especially in class 1A, I mean in 1A she's without a doubt the best female character. But she's not my personal numero uno, you know. But yeah, I like Ochaco because she really works hard, and even though her main goal as a hero is to help her family out, she still wants to be a hero. I mean, there are many ways she could have chosen to provide for her parents, and she chose to be a hero in particular, which tells me that she's not just doing it for the money, even if that is a factor. That is what I think is so great about her. It goes a lot deeper with her than we yet understand. I especially loved her fight with Bakugo as well, because at that point we got to see her use her quirk in ways that we hadn't really seen before, nor did we expect her to do so well against someone like Bakugo. Now by well, I mean being able to keep up in the fight, because Bakugo is basically the ace of 1A at this point, so it would be beyond ridiculous to think that she would actually hold her own against him. But just keeping in the fight against him, that's something that truly left an impact on me and probably a lot of other people as well. I personally think that fight is one of the better fights that we've had in the whole series to date. And yes, it's even better than Deku vs Todoroki by miles. Number 1, Himiko Toga. It's time for number 1, everyone, Toga. Did you guys honestly expect anything different? Yeah, I didn't think so, because she's the best girl in the series, there's no fucking contest. That's like comparing who's the best girl between a Rem and Emilia from ReZero. You know, it's so clear it doesn't even need explaining. She's the yandere princess. Like, if you've read this series, you know that this girl is batshit crazy, and that's right up my alley. She gets all hyperactive when she gets to kill someone, it's like her own special candy. Now, not everyone will agree that Toga is best girl, but that's just they don't appreciate the true beauty in her wide smile that in itself would make the majority of people run for their lives, but me, I would shine like a sun if I got to meet someone like Toga in real life. So I think what makes her really good as a character is that we know that she's just all cray-cray in the head, but we don't know why. We have no backstory yet, and so we don't know what it is that drives her. I mean, she could have been going through some fucked up shit as a kid, which is more than likely in fact, but there is truly no way of knowing for sure at this time. I'm sure it will be revealed when the time is right, but for now she's just going to be that insane serial killer who works for Shiggy. Okay, so before I end this off, there's one character that I want to bring up, but I can't really place her due to the lack of screen time, and that is Nejire Hado, because to me, while she's barely had anything going for her yet, I feel like she's almost left a bigger impact than most people in Class 1A. She is basically high on adrenaline constantly, and as a result, she's the opposite of Tamaki. She can't really shut her mouth, and she gets really invasive with people when it comes to asking personal questions and such. I hope we get some development on her soon, because she does need that official placement in my top 5, but right now, I can't really go that far. Okay, so with that said, I'll be ending the video here. Let me know what you think of my personal top 5 female characters in the series. Do you agree with some of them? And if not, I'd love to know why. I expect some angry fanboys who are gonna be like, no, Ochaco is best girl. Anyways, as always, if you did, please like this video if you enjoyed and subscribe if you're new to my channel. This has been your favorite host, Perm, and I'll see you soon.